What's up, family? Hey, welcome to the channel, man. Welcome to another episode. Hey, Life by Keith. My name's Keith. Welcome to the channel, man. I appreciate you coming, man. This is a newer channel, man, but we getting straight to the point. Just life skills, life vibes. You know, any suggestions you have, any comments you have, I answer all comments, and I'm open to any suggestions or however you feel, just as long as it's respectful. Man, let's vibe. I'm not perfect and I'm learning too. So maybe you guys can come on here and teach me a few things. Hey, today, man, my subject is money, man. Hey, you know, is this too much money? How much is too much money, man? How much is too much money, and what does it take for you to get too much money? And when I say too much money, I'm thinking about over your lifetime. Over your lifetime. I know a lot of times people say, hey, nah, I'm talking about generations and generations and generations to come. That's true. But what if you give it to them without them earning it, do you think it might ruin people? Because, you know, somebody had to get the ball rolling. Somebody had to carry everybody on their back to get this type of money. Man, come on, man. We got 30 NBA owners. And the last spot, the guy has he's worth $200 million. $200 million, man. I think where we get tricked by money a lot is when we don't have it. And we see these numbers like this, be like, 200 million, I do this. But to me, this is my channel and these are just my views, man. Hey, I'm open to whatever comments and views you guys got. But to my views, man, I think if you start getting substantial amounts of money like this, I think if you don't become a humanitarian, I think the money will destroy you, man. Because if you really think about it, guys, think about it. Think about what I'm saying. All right, so you see how fast, I know my days go super fast. So if I had a property in New York, I had a property in Miami, I had a property in LA, had 16 cars, a yacht, a boat, like, is it enough time in the day to even see this stuff? And then if you run in these big corporations, is sometimes less best? I mean, don't get me wrong. I do not want to be poor and I do not want to be broke. But I think numbers, when you start getting money like this, I think it becomes a headache. Who was that? It was X. And he was like, oh, Will Smith. They asked him, they said, he's like, they was asking about money. He said, well, once you get a certain amount of money, you know, it just becomes a headache. And I think that's true. Once you get a certain amount of money, I think it becomes a headache. Hey, leave down in the comments, how much money would it take for you to be happy? To be happy. Me, myself, I don't want to like buy a compound or buy a mansion, a house. I think I would lease, because I would want the full experience of different vibes in different places throughout my life. You know, how much ever time I have left. We never know how much time we got left. We could be gone in the next second. But, and one thing we're not going to dodge, everybody's got their day where they're going to be unalive. So anyway, so that's one thing we're not dodging. We'll never dodge death. But for me, if I had money like this, 200 million, 700 million, I think I would move every 4 months, if not every 3 months. If I moved every 3 months, 3 months is plenty enough time to get used to a house. You know, because it's all material stuff. Just like when you get a car, you know, you get that new car, you're like, damn, this Vet's cold. Man, I love this Benz. But after a month or two, you're tired of it because it's material. And it's the same way with a home. You know, when you get a house, man, we just bought us a new house, blah, 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 blah. And after a while, that house seems like the other house because you get used to it. So what I would want that feeling of that candy. You know how you eat a piece of candy and it's good until it's gone? So I want that feeling of candy 4 times a year. So what I think I would do, I would actually lease a house every 3 months, but like somewhere different. Just 3 months in Seattle, 3 months in the hills of California, 3 months by the ocean of California, 3 months a penthouse in New York, 3 months a house in New Jersey, 3 months, Star for 3 months. Miami. 3 months, downtown Penthouse, Miami. Fort Lauderdale, Texas, Austin 3 months, Dallas 3 months, Houston 3 months, Atlanta 3 months, Memphis, Tennessee 3 months, Indianapolis, Indiana 3 months, Columbus, Ohio 3 months. You know, and after I got through with the whole United States, London, England 3 months, Thailand 3 months. So what I'm saying, I don't want to be content in just one spot. Because I get that house, I get this ranch, I get this mansion. When I was watching them raid Diddy house, you know, I guess they was going, you know how the police had the cameras on, and the mansion was $50 million, but man, it was just like a regular house, man. Yeah, NyQuil and all that stuff in there, like the regular stuff everybody, you know, like, you know, I want to switch up. I just want to switch up. I don't, hey, this is my house. I've been here for 10 years. I think that's boring as shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think that's boring as shit. I think that's boring. Just like with cars. Man, let me tell you something. Life goes so fast. I don't want no car just sitting in plastic. I don't want a car that I can't drive. Hey, man, this is only got 10 miles on it. This is collector's item. No, I want to drive. I get a Rolls Royce, they're going to be mad. Because they're going to be like, man, you didn't really put 25,000, 30,000 miles on this Rolls Royce? Yes, if I can't do that, I don't want it. And I want a different car at least once every 5 to 6 months. I want to experience a Rolls Royce. I want to experience the top Mustang. I want to experience the top Vet. I want to experience the top Tesla. I want to drive it every day. You know, I want to experience the best monster truck or whatever. I want to experience the best Range Rover. I want to enjoy it. I don't want nothing. I don't like nothing put up, trashed up, like stored up. I be seeing people with their stuff in plastic and stuff. Man, I mean, you know, I was looking at homes the other day, and a friend of mine, he was just like, man, he sent me some listings, and I was like, man, they said these people been living in the house, and you know the house is a one owner, and now you know they trying to sell it, but the house is old, really, you know, old. So I was telling him, I said, hey man, they actually passed away in this house. You know, they did you know, so this might be in, you know, they might have in a will and their family trying to sell it, you know, estate or whatever. I was like, actually, I said, I'll offer them this much, and which was it was a lot lower, because I said they don't have the same love and interest that the person whose house it was. They just trying to get broke off. You see what I'm saying? They just need some money before Christmas. You know, hey, we all get 120,000 piece, we good. Because they don't have that. They haven't put that love and that attachment to the house, so we can get it for dirt cheap. And that's what I was telling you. I don't want to have an attachment where I'm just sitting somewhere and it needs to be redone. It needs to be, you know, like this type of money. I want to see everything. I really want to see everything. And I don't want to buy a yacht. I guess when we get into the other money that they're making, because it's some billions, I don't want to buy a yacht. I'd rather rent a yacht for 10 days. This type of yacht, that type of yacht, this type of yacht. Why deal with, oh, that's my yacht right there. I got maintenance this week. They're in the pool. I want to save as much time as I can, because time is the only thing that we cannot get back, family. I'm telling you, man, you can go broke and get more money. Time is never, you can never get that back. So I try to save a lot of time. But let's get off into this list. So number 30 at 200 million, we got Peter Holt, and he owns the Spurs. And then at 400 million, number 29, we got Clay Bennett, and he owns the OKC Thunder. With their stock market went up this year, they did really good. We got Gabe at 400 million, number 28. He got the Hornets. And then at 700 million, number 27, Vivek, he owns the Kings. Wow. Yeah, he owns the Kings. Crazy money. We get up with the crazy money. Okay, so at 700 million, which everybody knows this team and everybody knows the owners. Number 26, Jeanie Buss. Then we go over to New York. Now, dude worth $2 billion. You know, $2 billion. James Dolan owns the Knicks. Then we got Joe over here. Golden State Warriors, $2.3 billion. Jerry, number 23. Chicago Bulls, $2.3 billion. Wow. Crazy. So we got number 22, Ryan, at $2.6 billion. He owns the Jazz. At number 21, $2.8 billion. The Toronto Raptors, Larry, man, $2.8 billion. Then the Minnesota Timberwolves, Glen Taylor, $2.8 billion. William, the owner of the Boston Celtics, number 19, $3 billion. We in the billions now, family. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Let me know. Is this too much money or is this enough for you? What would you do with this type of money? If you had this type of wealth, what would you do with it? Leave me a comment. What would you do with it? Okay, at $3.1 billion, we got Ted. He owns the Washington Wizards. And I'm familiar with this guy, Herb Simon, worth $5.1 billion. Indiana Pacers. That's my hometown. That's where I'm from. So Simon Malls, they own malls probably all around the world. Yep, Herb Simon. I'm very familiar with him. I actually grew up seeing this man. You know, I didn't watch him. You know, I grew up because he's all my life. He's on the Indiana Pacers. I'm from Indianapolis. So then we got Dan from the Orlando Magic. He $5.4 billion, and then we got Gail Vincent, New Orleans Pelicans, $7.1 billion. Wow. Excuse me. Okay, so at number 14, worth $8.6 billion, is Mickey. He owns the Miami Heat. I could only imagine what his house looked like if Shaq played for him, and Shaq had a house on Star Island. I can only imagine what this guy's house looks like, man. Then we got Tom Gores, Detroit Pistons, $9.4 billion. Detroit's a beautiful city. It's up and coming a whole lot. And then at $10 billion, you got Tillman, Houston Rockets, number 12. And then we got Wesley Edens and three of them, Jimmy and D Haslam, $11 billion. Milwaukee Bucks, number 11. What else we got? Okay, so at number 10, we got Tony at $11 billion. I don't know if he's the owner of Home Depot. I'm not sure. If he is, leave it in the comment. Is he the owner of Home Depot? I'm not sure though. And then you got Joe and Clara, and they own the Brooklyn Net at worth $11 billion. And then Ann Walton, I think that's the Walmart people, and she owns the Denver Nuggets worth $12 billion. And then Matt and Justin owns the Phoenix Suns. Of course, that's where I'm at right here in Phoenix. $13 billion. Yeah, they living good. It's some beautiful homes here. Really beautiful homes. Okay, at number 2, or $13 billion, Josh and David, which is the Philadelphia 76ers. And then at number 5, we got Robert, the Memphis Grizzlies. He's worth $15 billion. And then we got Jody and with the Portland Trailblazers. Her last name's Allen, so I'm sure she's probably that guy's sister that owns the half of Microsoft. One of the Allens. Whatever he is, leave him in the comments. Let me know who he is. But I think that's his sister, and she's worth $20 billion. And then at number 3, $28 billion. Cleveland Cavaliers owner Dan Gilbert. That's crazy. $28 billion. Then at number 2, we got the Dumont family. Must be a man. Number 2, they own the Dallas Mavericks, $32 billion. Then this dude Steve Ballmer, LA Clippers, $114 billion. What does he do? What does this dude Steve Ballmer do? Leave that in the comments. Let me know, man. That's that's a lot of money, man. $114 billion. He probably have more money than a lot of countries got, man. Wow. But anyway, family, hey, thank you for this episode, Life by Keith, man. And remember, less is best, man. And always set your spending under your money. Don't go beyond. You know what I'm saying? Make sure save your money. So but enjoy it, man. And how much is enough? Tell me what's too much, and if you agree with me, hey man, leave me a like. Hit that like button. Hey, follow the channel, man. I got more good videos coming, man. Hey, I take suggestions and I listen and I read your comments. Hey, I'll see you guys next episode. Thank you so much. Hey, have a great one. Appreciate you, Phil. Anyway.